going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're at Jets, Portsmouth, and we're going to be hitting legs. I'm with the big dog, Simon Martin, old school strength coach on Instagram, the man who's gone viral recently, and he's going to be showing me and putting me through one of his sessions. Simon, give a bit of an intro into yourself.
Hi, yeah, Simon. I'm 53, 54 in 2 months' time. My style of training is quite unique, very, very basic, high rep, high volume, and just very, very consistent with my training and have been for over 40 years.
The most stacked 53-year-old I think I've ever seen. Look at the size of this guy. So anyway, we're going to be hitting up legs today. Going to be using Simon's methodology, see how we get on. This has probably been the first leg session, proper leg session that I've done now in a little while since I've had my injury. But anyway, we're going to get straight into it. Right, so we're going to get things started on the leg press. Not quite sure what Simon's got in there.
Start with a 20. Just do a set of 20 from there, I think, and then we'll start putting the plates on. So just 10.
10 of these, yeah? Cool. Okay.
See, Chris is using constant tension. It's not locking out.
A lot of people do that on the leg press, don't they?
Well, lock out.
Yeah, hold it.
There's some nasty videos of people locking out on the leg press.
Yeah, they go too like low at the bottom.
Where the
comes off the.
Well, the leg bends the wrong way.
Ooh. Yeah. Don't want any more injuries. So we're 210 kilos, we're gonna do our first working set, working fairly high volume today, so it's gonna be like 20 reps plus. So that is a big part of how Simon trains, so I'm gonna see how we get on. This is the first time I've done this style of training for a very long time, but hopefully the quads hold out.
Chris's quads are crazy anyway. If you look at his VMO, this muscle here, hugely developed.
Oh yeah, I've always had that. I've always had a really athletic leg. It's just like, put it down to genetics. Right, let's go.
All right, 10, most where the work starts.
Yeah.
1.
How many is that?
16. Last 4. Last 1. And rack up.
Oh, that was hard. That's tough. Oh, Jesus Christ. First working set. Cool. Not bad for someone who's got 10 centimeters of tendon.
Hamstring missing.
Yeah, out of their hamstring, yeah.
I've got a chest infection on my excuse when I start breathing at about 11.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, rest periods. When you do high reps, you need to be comfortable with having a reasonable rest period. So that when you start again, you are 100% confident you can get another 20 reps. A lot of people go too quickly and you can hear them out of breath.
Yeah.
You want your heart rate to be pretty much, not quite normal, slightly higher than normal, probably under 100 beats per minute, so that when you get back on, you can do another good, strong set of 20. So many people just move too quickly.
Yeah, like 60 seconds and they're straight back in.
Yeah.
There's not enough rest. Especially for like big movements.
You can do that for lighter weights with less reps, but if you're doing heavy weight for high reps, you need to rest.
Yeah. All right, set 2 is 20 as well, isn't it? Let's go. Get it.
Well, Chris knows what this feels like now. It's either a good thing or a bad thing. I think you did 21.
Oh, 21.
Yeah.
That burns, that burns. Oh.
What you do have as you progress, so say you do this for 5 sets, you're going to do 100 work reps. Set 3, 4, 5, you might get to 15 and need to rack it, that's fine. Rack the weight, 2, 3, 4 deep breaths, go again.
Yeah.
Finish off that 20, that's called rest pause. It's absolutely an accepted method of training. And it's a way of elongating a set without taking a full rest period. So you take a very short rest period, the ATP in your muscles regenerates really quickly, and you'll be able to finish off those reps. But that's only if you can't get the full 20. So it's just a way of extending that set.
Yeah, it's a good technique. Whew, jumper's coming off already. Fit lab jumper. Philab t-shirt on your merch. So it's actually not too bad, to be fair. Pretty pleased with this.
Yeah, I like that style.
It's all right, yeah. Fit squad.
Hook squad.
Fit squad, that's what we are. That's what we produce at Philab.
So the last rep looks like the first.
Yeah, it's important.
And the bottom line is, if a rep looks good, it's not about vanity, but if a rep looks good, it's probably safe. If a rep doesn't look good, it's probably unsafe. So discipline is what gets you through a big set of 20, like every rep the same.
Yeah, that's some time and attention on that one.
Whew.
Easy. Easy, no rest pause needed on that one. Well, we got one more set on this.
Yeah, we'll do one more.
We'll do one more.
Yeah, that first rep, I take it really slow. Because my knees, like if I go too quickly, it hurts my knees.
Yeah.
So I really just resist that weight, slow negative on that first one, find the depth, and then power from there. If I go too quickly on that first one, it will aggravate my knees. Yeah.
Where did you develop your like training methodology over the years? Reading about it, or just something?
No, not at all.
Learned and applied yourself and seen the results?
Because a lot of the stuff when I was really hit training hard, like in the 90s, was high intensity.
Yeah.
Mike Mentor,
Yeah.
Dorian Yates. I never subscribed to that because I saw people that could do one good set and like a really savage set, but then they were useless.
Yeah. I've never really been into that style.
No.
Top set, back off.
Well, I don't think it's got that much longevity. There's not many people that started off or were very subscribed to the hip way of training that are still training
Yeah.
that way anyway.
Yeah.
I think the nutrition rate's quite high. Whereas volume, I think, because by definition, if you're using high volume, you're using a sub-maximal weight. You can tell the impact on the heart rate. Well, I've got a chest infection as well, but so you're using a sub-maximal weight for lots of reps, lots of time under tension. And I firmly believe actually not weight is the main driver of muscle growth. I think it's time under tension.
Yeah.
And we're doing a reasonable weight, so it's not a lightweight, it's a medium weight, high reps, lots of time under tension. And I think for longevity, that's the way to train.
It's underrated as well. People try and move the weight as quick as they can and they don't actually control it.
Yeah.
Like you say, injury prevention.
Yeah.
Probably would have saved me a torn pec, but
Yeah.
we live to tell the tale.
Probably would have saved me a lot of injuries and everything. So I always say to myself, down and down again.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all
Give it a
stop
go.
short.
So go short on this
And slow.
big eccentric.
So whilst we're controlled, we are moving that weight with purpose. Yeah. This isn't super slow, we're moving it with purpose. It's controlled, but with absolute purpose with movement. In real life, if you need to do something in an emergency situation, we don't do it slowly. You put the maximum power down that you need to put. And you need to be able to go from 0 to 100 like that in a real life dangerous situation. False.
Hard to kill mentality.
Hard to kill.
Oh. If you haven't listened to it yet, me and Simon have done a good podcast a little while ago. Put the link in the description. Dead.
So I'll push my hips as far into the seat as I can. I don't want that coming up at any point. And your range of motion is limited by, you don't want your hips coming off, ever. Because some people try and get their knees to their chest, and what that will mean is their hips will come up, which means all that weight will then be on my lower back. So push your bum into the seat, get the right foot spacing, and just before you lift off, fill your lungs with air. Like take a deep breath. And then I'll talk you through the first rep. Right, ready to go. Right, taking the weight, big breath. I'll come down slowly. Load, 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 down and down again. And then power now. It's all about power. Every rep the same. That's discipline.
So
That's set for my height, so you're gonna have
let's see how we get on.
you're gonna have to dip a little bit.
This is the first back squat I've done, probably about 7 months. So let's see how we go. The only potential issue we're going to face here is just the stretch back here on my pec. So we'll see how things go. I think I need to do a little video about my injuries. That's one thing I've not done yet, so I've not spoke about it enough on the channel. Actually, that feels all right, to be fair.
Yeah, it looks all right.
No real issue with that.
It's sat high, but you're probably a high bar.
Yeah, I think I'm high bar. I think I'm actually pretty high bar.
It shows you've got really good shoulder mobility. I can't have my hands that close.
Oh, like, even just the bar, like, feels, I can feel the weight there, just I've not done this for so long. And now,
But one of the reasons we use the leg press, neither of us particularly use the leg press normally, so we don't have to use as much weight on here, just because the more weight you have here, the more Chris will be opening up here to push up on that weight, because that weight will want to slide off his back, so he will have to push up against that weight and still get quad activation.
yeah.
It's not something we would normally do, but when you're training around an injury,
Yeah.
you've got to be smart.
You adapt. Adapt and overcome every time.
Chris, your shoulder mobility is good, mate, because your hands were here.
Yeah.
Right.
Right out. Good depth on that as well.
Yeah, I was trying depth. I need like an inhaler or something. But you can see why this is so effective. People say to me, how you lean all year round?
Yeah.
Because I train like this.
Yeah.
And you can hear, I haven't got my heart rate monitor on. I'm probably up 160, 170.
100%. Feed the energy system when you train like this.
You can't help but be muscular and lean if you train this way. It's a byproduct. I never class myself as a bodybuilder. Because when a bodybuilder goes to a gym, their aim is to build their physique. For me, it's always been about performance. So I always say that my physique is a result of my training, not the aim of my training. It's a byproduct, and it's a welcome byproduct, but it's not the aim. My aim is to do more reps with more weight, lift heavier on the deadlifts, bench more, do more pull-ups. That's always my aim. I never go into a gym thinking I need a bigger chest or bigger arms. I need to get better at the movements, and bigger chest and arms will follow. Bigger legs will follow. Performance first, always.
One thing this injury's taught me is that I probably won't train like really heavy again now. Like looking at this and training like this, you can still create just as good stimulus in training like this.
Yeah.
Instead of putting like 4 plates.
Yeah, 180.
It's going to massively increase the risk of injury.
Both of us have squatted 180.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like I can't do it. Like it's the same with bench press now.
Yeah.
I know I can do 3 plates because I've done that. And
Yeah.
like, what? There's not really much point in doing more than that for me now, in my opinion. And the risk of injury is just
How old are you now, Chris?
27.
All right. So Chris is 27. I'm literally double his age. But there's a saying, and I think it's quite true really. A 50-year-old, i.e. me, shouldn't train like a 20-year-old, but a 20-year-old should train like a 50-year-old.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so a lot of people, especially young lads, like in their 20s, early 30s, they get injuries that will stop them training.
Yeah.
They tear pecs like Chris has done.
100%.
They tear quads, they tear patella tendons. I know that like you tear your quad tendon or patella tendon,
You're out free.
you're never going to be the same again.
No, not at all. It puts you up for so long. It's just like the psychology as well. Like it messes with your mindset so much as well around training.
It takes a lot of courage to come back from an injury like Chris's,
Yeah.
because you've got to overcome that fear that it's going to happen again.
I still can't look. I struggle to spot people bench pressing now. So that literally every time someone wants me to spot them and they've got like a decent amount of weight on the bar, it's, in my head all I see is a tear. And I think it's going to take time to get over that.
It's going to take a long time.
Yeah, 10.
Same depth.
Feel a bit fatigued, but should be fine. Feels all right.
Good depth. Good on that first one. Like really power that weight straight up. Head and shoulders, strength, cores and ceiling. Good. Nice set.
Cool. Feels all right. I mean, that's definitely my max though, because I can feel.
Yeah.
I can feel a bit of a stretch. Yeah. It's okay, but any more than that, it's maybe not so comfortable. But
yeah, cool. You don't need to go any heavier than this one.
yeah. Push. Here we go. Savage. So I just wanted to give a quick shout as well to Joel, who's let us use the gym today, which is unbelievable. So I used to train at Jets when I used to live in Portsmouth a while ago, and it was good, but the guy's taken it to the next level, so fair play to him.
Thanks, Chris. So I approached Simon on social media, already had a really good relationship with Chris. Know them both from just training around Portsmouth. You know,
PTI, didn't you? In a minute.
yeah. So my background is PT.
Fact.
My background is PT in the Navy, and then left. Decided to go on a business venture with my business partner, Mark Legg. We love the look of the gym, but we thought, as with anything, it could be improved. Our ideology with business in the fitness industry is that rather than keeping all your cards close to your chest and trying to be me, spread the love, share the wealth, and everyone should be looking to collab as we're doing here. Obviously, Chris has contacted us with Simon, and they're doing a great collaboration between themselves. And we're able to host it at Jets Gym, which is a massive coup for us, to be honest. So yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Absolutely loved hosting you. Great job. Thanks for having us hosting you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you.
So guys, that is a wrap for the session. We finished off with a couple of accessories, which we didn't film, but my legs are absolutely hammered. That's the first time I've hit a leg day hard for a very long time. I think the important thing when you're training like that is that you don't really need to push it. Like, people do a lot of junk volume, they kind of overtrain, when actually, if you've hit a stimulus like we've just done, you don't really need to do more than that. So just wrapping things up now, and I wanted to just cover a little bit about Simon's, I suppose, his journey. For those of you guys that don't know Simon, he's on Instagram as Old School Strength Coaching. So I've known Simon for about 5-6 years now, and he's always been, like, he's had a good reputation around here. Lots of people have known him in this area in Portsmouth, but the guy's Instagram has completely blown up in the last few months. He's gone from the less than 1,000 followers to 123k or something like that, so he's absolutely blown up, and wanted to just give you guys a bit of a rationale maybe as to how that's happened. So how do you think you've become this insta viral man, and what's been the strategy behind that?
Yeah, I mean, if I knew, I'd be able to market it and make a lot of money. But I think one video particularly, the algorithm must have picked it up. It was a 17-second video of me doing 5 pull-ups inside, because it was March, I think it was. Just doing the 5 reps every minute on the minute, and it hit, like, very quickly hit 5,000 plays, 200 plus likes, and like 15,000 people saved it. And you could get all that analytics on Instagram, obviously.
Yeah, you can.
And then the following, just because in August last year was when I first hit 1,000.
Yeah.
And now I'm on 123,000. So in less than a year,
It's incredible.
I've gained 122,000 followers.
Yeah.
But also, I think my message is very basic. I mainly train at home. And I think COVID has helped with that, because a lot of people were forced to train at home during COVID. So they got some basic kit. They might have got a pull-up bar, some press-up bars, dip bars, a barbell, a kettlebell, or whatever. So they can see what I do and slightly mirror that as well at home, and know that they can train at home and train really well at home, as long as they apply certain principles and work hard. So I think that's, and a lot of people are working from home now. So I think that's definitely helped.
I think people align with your sort of core values as well, don't they? Like, obviously being a father and like carrying yourself to such a high standard at the age you are and being in the shape you are. I think people sort of align with that a lot, and they respect that, and I think that's almost helped them.
Yeah, I think that I'm lucky. I've got a few strings to my bow. I think, I'm an ex-Royal Marine, and that carries a certain amount of kudos, and I very much carry that with pride. I'm a very proud father to a 9-year-old who's amazing. I spend a lot of time with him. I'm very, very lucky. But he is my driver. Every day I get up, whatever I'm doing is leading back to him somehow. And he's started to get into running, so I run with him. And it's important that he sees that I'm fit. He's mirroring what I do, because they say that your son will follow your example, not your advice.
100%.
So I have to set that example. And when his mum drops him off to me, the first thing he normally says to me is, "What are you training today, Daddy?" It's there. It's already ingrained, And he came to me with the running. We went to watch the Great South Run, and he said, "Daddy, I want to do that next year." I didn't force him. I've never forced him to do anything like that, because I knew one day he would come to me, and he did.
So true.
And he's an excellent runner now, and he absolutely loves it. I love running with him. It's an absolute joy.
I think that's why, like, it's so important as a parent, as a father in particular. Like, you have to set a positive example to your child. I think too many guys and dads these days just let themselves go. It's almost like the dad bod is more accepted, when in fact that's not how it should be at all.
No.
Setting that example to your son. I'm not a father at the moment, but I know that one day when I will be, like, there's absolutely no doubt about it that I'll be still in the shape that I'm in now. Like, I don't plan on letting myself go in the slightest. And to think that as you get older and as you age, that you just form to falling out of shape and developing a belly and poor habits is a load of BS. And Simon is an example of someone that quite clearly at the age he is now at 53 is in incredible shape. So it's just to show you what you can actually achieve.
But, you know, my background, so I did 9 years in the Marines, 21 in the police. Had severe PTSD, which I've talked about very, very openly. I think that helps as well, because that resonates with people. So many people do struggle with mental health, especially post-lockdown, post-COVID. So I talk very openly about that. You know, I'm not bulletproof by any means. I thought I was, and that was half my problem when I was younger, but I wasn't. And I've had those struggles. I've come through those struggles, something I've spoken very, very openly about, including all the mistakes I've made when dealing with mental health, which were many. And I do that so that others don't make those mistakes. So my page is quite holistic, and I don't target a particular audience. I don't post at a particular time. I don't add hashtags. I literally just put what I do.
Content, and it's
And-
a powerful message.
And I think it is, because I'm not trying to target anything. I'm literally just record what I do, and sometimes my thoughts on a particular subject, which can be a bit inflammatory at times, but they're based on many, many years of experience.
I think you have to be controversial. I think if you try and appeal to everyone and you just say the stuff that you know that people want to hear, that you don't actually appeal to anyone.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm particularly polarising. I'm very egalitarian. I believe in live and let live. But there's certain things that I will talk about occasionally. But yeah, so it's a mix of fatherhood, training, mental health, and it seems to have resonated with people, which I'm really, really happy about. And yeah, long may it continue. And I get to collab with people like Chris, and it's just really, really cool. Like spending time with like-minded individuals. You can't emphasise enough just how that brings you up as a person.
So one thing just to end on, guys, myself and Simon have been working very hard recently to bring you guys something very special. So we've launched a program called the Old School Strength and Conditioning Method, which is a 12-week progressive training and nutrition plan, which breaks down everything that you guys need to know to build an incredible physique. We talk through Simon's unique training methodology and cover everything you need to know in terms of nutrition for fat loss, for muscle building, all the knowledge that I've acquired over the years. It's helped transform over 500 people at FitLab. And we've basically just condensed all this down into a training program that we think is going to, completely transform people's physiques. So if you want to know a little bit more about this, I'm going to leave a link in the description. You can have a look. You can see what you think of it. If it sounds like something you might be interested in, then just hit purchase. And I can guarantee it's going to completely transform your life and you won't have any regrets on that. But Simon, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on this video. Thank you for coming down today.
Really good fun. Really, really good fun.
Guys, make sure you like this video and make sure you're subscribing for future videos.